Nuclear weapons have cast a dark shadow over humanity since their invention. The first atomic bombs used in World War II revealed their terrifying power. Hiroshima and Nagasaki stand as grim reminders of the devastation these weapons can cause. Today, the threat of nuclear war remains a serious concern. The consequences of such a conflict would be catastrophic, impacting not just the present, but the future of humanity. A nuclear explosion unleashes an unimaginable amount of energy in an instant. The initial shockwave flattens buildings and vaporizes anything nearby. The intense heat, reaching millions of degrees, ignites fires that spread for miles. But the real horror lies in the invisible radiation. A silent killer, radiation contaminates the air, water, and soil, poisoning generations to come. Beyond the immediate destruction, nuclear war could trigger a nuclear winter. Massive fires would release soot and smoke into the atmosphere, blocking out sunlight and causing global temperatures to plummet. Crops would fail, ecosystems would collapse, and a worldwide famine would ensue. The planet's delicate balance would be disrupted, threatening the survival of countless species, including our own. Radiation poisoning is a slow and agonizing death. It attacks cells at their core, causing cancer, birth defects, and a weakened immune system. Those who survive the initial blast will face lifelong health problems. The long-term effects of radiation will reverberate for generations, leaving a painful legacy. Chapter 5. The human cost of nuclear war. The human cost of a nuclear war is immeasurable. Millions would perish instantly in the initial blasts. Countless others would die from radiation sickness, starvation, and disease. The psychological trauma on the survivors would be profound, leaving deep scars on individuals and societies. The fabric of civilization would be shattered. Chapter 6. Societal collapse and its aftermath. In the aftermath of a nuclear war, the world as we know it would cease to exist. Governments would collapse, economies would crumble, and communication networks would fail. Survivors would be thrust into a brutal struggle for survival, competing for scarce resources in a devastated world. The rule of law would be replaced by chaos and violence. Chapter 7. The Geopolitical Earthquake. A nuclear war would redraw the geopolitical map. Existing alliances would shatter and new power dynamics would emerge. The international order, carefully constructed over decades, would dissolve into anarchy. The very concept of the nation-state might become obsolete in a world struggling to rise from the ashes. Chapter 8. The Long Road to Recovery. If humanity survives a nuclear war, the road to recovery would be long and arduous. Rebuilding infrastructure, cleaning up the environment, and healing psychological wounds would take generations. The world would be a vastly different place, forever scarred by the horrors of nuclear conflict. The world would be a vastly different place. Chapter 9. The Urgency of Peace. The only way to prevent such a catastrophic scenario is through global cooperation and disarmament. Nuclear weapons are not instruments of peace, but a threat to our very existence. We must work together to eliminate these weapons before they eliminate us. The future of humanity depends on it.